A batalha pelo consumidor de mídia digital é encenada por quatro grandes titãs que apostam em uma publicidade direcionada, no qual coletar dados sobre o consumidor é essencial. Esse foi o mote da palestra de Terrence Kawaja aqui no Digital Age 2.0. As you said previously, the consumer is more connected than ever, and the battle for this consumer is getting stronger day by day. And does the companies has to be everywhere, or it's better to invest in, as you said, a more customized advertisement?
Well, I think there's two things going on there. On one hand, advertising is getting more targeted, so I think people are choosing their advertising messages based on who's going to see the content, and so they're targeting and personalizing the message. That would argue that it's getting more sort of specified. That said, the only way to reach scale is to have a platform that reaches a large audience. And in the early days of digital, that was the portals. It obviously evolved into search, but now you have platforms like social and newer platforms of hardware companies that are developing sort of software niches, for example, Apple and Amazon, to take two examples of companies, one that came at it from a hardware and software perspective, the other from an e-commerce perspective, but they're building large platforms with huge audiences, and they'll be able to basically message to that large audience going forward.
Right. Why there is as you said, de-organization in the advertisement ecosystem, and why it needs to like an operational system that very interesting this kind of definition.
Yeah, so in digital, we're in early days of digital. It's still being developed, and the good news is there's a lot of great technologies that have evolved, and fortunately we're in an environment where venture capitalists are funding a lot of these technology startups to develop their technology and their application to improve advertising overall. That's the good news. The bad news is the corollary of that, which is we get this huge amount of fragmentation. There's a lot of companies doing duplicative types of services, and so at least at this stage in the development of the ecosystem, there's hundreds and hundreds of companies that for the principles of the ecosystem, the marketer or the publisher, in order for them to to manage all of these technologies, there will have to be some consolidation.
Right. So as you quoted Steven Rosenbaum, it needs to be a curation in this kind of process.
Yeah, and I think that consolidation will happen in one of two ways. So companies will develop a broader set of technologies. So instead of being point solution providers, they'll have a variety of technologies brought together so that they're actually offering solutions to customers. And the second is M&A. So companies will acquire other companies to develop those capabilities and bring in-house. And another, I guess, element that we can't ignore is failure. There will be some of these companies will simply not make it, and so they will go away.
Right. So one last question is, I want you to explain a little more about your idea that in long terms advertising will be based on analytics and data.
Yeah. So one of the advents of audience-based media buying is that it requires the analysis in real time of lots of data about the consumer, how they're interacting with the ad, on which sites, what their behaviors are once they do view that. It's now entering the social realm as well, and so the vast treasure trove of data has to be analyzed again in real time. So there's a big difference between a repository, a database that you ping on occasion versus a live database that you have to in real time make decisions based on. And that, quite frankly, is the purview of large, software as a service companies, large data companies like IBM, like SAP, like Oracle. These are the companies that specialize in that type of capability. And I think as advertising moves more towards, being a data analytics intensive marketplace, you will see those companies take a larger and larger role.